times. This guy is mad. He's not human.
What's up, I Like Scary? We are back. I hope you all having an awesome day because I'm having an awesome day and it feels great to be a horror fan. So you all, today we're going to talk about some more issues with Scream 7 and, possibilities, Jenna Ortega pay issues, rumors, and some more news with Melissa Barrera, and just, what's the next move for Scream 7, and just Spyglass just simply not caring. But before we get started, definitely smash the like button because it definitely helps. So to get in, to everything, starting off with the Melissa Barrera situation, kicking it back up. Over on Hollywood Reporter, we got an article talking about more of this situation, and this is crazy. So it states on November 21st, it broke that Spyglass had fired Melissa Barrera from the upcoming 7 Scream movie over social media posts that company decision makers characterized as anti-Semitic. Sources note the firing actually came a month earlier in the early weeks of the Israel-Hamas war, when Barrera had become increasingly vocal. Before her firing, sources say her deal to return as Sam Carpenter, the lead character she introduced in Scream, has been finalized. So they were basically saying that, Melissa Barrera, her role was already finalized before she got fired, so everything was set in stone. She was coming back. It was definitely going to be a Carpenter story with her returning. So that's crazy when you think about it, man. So it was definitely going to be more of the Carpenter sisters. And then to get into it, we also find out, they're basically saying that unlike Barrera, sources said Ortega had no deal in place. Ortega had been paid the 6 figures for her previous installments. And it says sources says she was seeking high 7 figures and anticipated that Spyglass will balk. So she was basically, like, hey, I want a little bit more money, but she felt like, I know they're not going to pay me that. And it does make sense. That does seem true. I know Hollywood Reporter is legit, but I'm just saying this is sources, and they're saying that she basically thought like Spyglass was going to be like, we ain't got it. And it makes sense because they did that to Neve. You know what I'm saying? So Jenna Ortega probably like, y'all did it to Neve Campbell, y'all might do it to me. So I'm not even about to waste my time with y'all. Y'all already fucking Neve. So I'm about to get up out of here. So it's shocking, and I know that, it's kind of weird that they're saying that this happened a month before Melissa Barrera and, Jenna Ortega. They just finally announced it. So, I mean, usually stuff like that does take a little minute to kind of get, gathered up and thrown out on social media. But that is shocking to find out that this was like a month before they're saying it. Jenna Ortega, they're almost saying like, yeah, she left because of Wednesday and everything, but I think she left because of Melissa. But more, we're finding out could possibly be some pay issues, man. That's very crazy. And then to get into it, somebody, in Spyglass, probably the higher up in Spyglass, said basically that Barbara's apparent takeaway is that neither stars nor large salaries are essential. He didn't need Neve. He doesn't need Jenna, says one insider. So basically, it seemed like people over in Spyglass, they don't care about nothing. They're standing on business, and they are feeling like they're feeling cocky because, obviously they fired Melissa, and now they're saying, this is just, they're saying that an insider, a source or whatever, saying people over at Spyglass, like, we don't need Neve either. But, Variety said that they actually said they needed Patrick Dempsey and Neve, but just no negotiations in the works with those celebs. But that's very interesting because we saw that in that article saying that they needed Neve, but now it's like someone over on Spyglass said, we don't need Neve, we don't need Jenna. It's almost feeling like someone kind of like, they're kind of like, hey, feeling like they're stuck for real. I think, but at the end of the day, Scream 7 is fucked. I'm gonna be honest, it's a shit show. It's looking very scary. It's looking very scary for Scream 7. Like, I don't know what's about to happen. I could talk about this possibility that I think could possibly happen also, but it's like right now they're just scrambling. They're just scrambling at this point. I'm surprised that Christopher Landon is still working with them. I know he's a stressed out guy, and then you got to imagine how he feels. But to get into something else I wanted to talk about also, I think, what will be crazy is we talked about Mark Kincaid, Neve, Gail, and, basically Kirby being a part of the OG cast. Now, we seen Gail and Kirby be involved with each other in Scream 6. We finally got that. They crossed paths and they were involved in the same, situation with the Carpenter sisters. Now, if they don't want to kind of pull back basically from Scream 5 and 6 and keep that timeline still, canon and valid, they can definitely kind of have Kirby continuing, because Kirby was present. She definitely had a crazy ending. She took out Ethan and everything with the TV, and I think that it could definitely be something. It could be something with those lines. We could finally get a Kirby centric story surrounding her, and we can probably, if they work things out and pull up that money to her front door, Neve and Kirby next to each other, and they can finally catch up on Scream 4. That situation with Jill and Charlie, I think that would be crazy. And say if we have Kirby in the middle of Scream 7, like it's just surrounding her life, her FBI, life and everything. Maybe, have Mark Kincaid in there in and out, but more just surrounding Kirby. We can finally kind of be over her shoulder. Maybe she's looking through old files and stuff with Jill, and now maybe someone's a part of Jill and Charlie's group, or was obsessed with their story as Ghostface, and now they become Ghostface or something like that. They incorporate new characters, or somebody just from that group, a legacy character, is now Ghostface. You know how it goes. But I think that'll be crazy to be over Kirby's shoulder and seeing how she survived the trauma from Scream 4 and everything. And now Neve comes in to help her, like, we've been here before, Kirby, let me help. Or somehow, some way, maybe Ghostface is trying to recreate that story, having Kirby, and Sydney involved. I think that'll be crazy. And now, like I said, once again, we found out that Kirby said she has an interest in Ghostface murder. So I could see her being all over a Ghostface situation. I would definitely love to see Kirby, more in Scream 7, or have it surround her. I think possibly, in my brain, I'm gonna just say this. I think possibly Kirby could save the day, like almost like past that finish line by a little bit. I think Kirby could save the day with Scream 7. I mean, comment down below what you guys think. Like, just having Kirby and her story, probably still have Gail and Sydney in there if Sydney could come. Pretty sure Courtney Cox. I don't know how that was going to go. Everything is just shitty right now. But if they got them back, bro, I think Gail could save the day next to Neve for sure. Also, something that they talked about in this article was just saying that Scream 7 was to have been the end of a rumored trilogy focused on the two Carpenter sisters. Even after Ortega departed, it wasn't much of a pivot to refocus on Barrera's more prominent character, but with both actors gone, restitching from the whole cloth seems necessary. So, restitching from the whole cloth. Now, this is very interesting. We know about their mom, Christina Carpenter, and everything. Now, this is what I was talking about. This is what I was talking about, bro. I don't know how the hell they would do this. I mean, at this point, Spyglass just doesn't care. But Jenna Ortega, and Melissa Barrera is gone. But they're saying restitch it from the cloth. I don't know if they're talking about from the whole franchise, like bringing OG back and just separate from the core 4 and Carpenter's story. Or are they talking about restitching from the Carpenter cloth? Kind of pulling the daughters away and bringing a mom more prominent in front and focusing on her, Christina Carpenter. I think right now they're just going to rework that whole script. We heard rumors about it being a Christmas setting and everything. I just can't wait to see what happens. Like, I'm really ready to see what the story is going to be with Scream 7, but it seems like they're going to try to restitch, like they said, restitch or rework the script they have now. So yeah, guys, comment down below what you think about all this madness with Scream 7. Let me know what you think is going to happen next and the next moves and everything about the Jenna Ortega, pay issue rumors, and just Neve. Do you think Neve's going to return? Just let me know just let me know in the comments, guys. Unfortunately, this is the end of the video, though. I want you guys to hit me on my social media. ILIKESCARY on Instagram, ILIKESCARY_ on TikTok, Brandon on Facebook, ILIKESCARY on Twitter, and yeah, you guys, right there where it says subscribe. Next to it, click join and become a member of the channel. And yeah, you guys, I want you to watch my horror movies. Stay scary out there. I love you all. Peace. Until next time.